Actually, there were cold water drivers for tropical carrageenan and seaweed farming. Commercial farming of tropical red seaweeds was stimulated by market pull from carrageenan and agar producers that were short of raw material from traditional cold water sources. Ultimately, they developed a major industry through collaboration with impoverished coastal people who were hungry for cash crops in areas with limited economic opportunities. Hello, my name is Ian Nish, and I'm an adaptive phyconomist, a seaweed farmer. My phyconomy vocation has followed on the work of my father, Arthur Nish, who was a pioneer of red seaweed farming at a time when the field was almost exclusive to China and Japan. In 1965, I started a phyconomy life in my home province of Nova Scotia in Canada, in the frigid, stormy waters of the North Atlantic. But by 1974, I had experienced the joys of warm water in Indonesia. By 1977, it was clear to me the carrageenan seaweeds could not be grown at acceptable cost in cold waters with frigid winter climates. I've lived and worked in Southeast Asia ever since. Until 1974, the carrageenan industry was almost totally dependent on wild cold water seaweeds, mostly Chondrus crispus from Atlantic Canada. Efforts to grow chondrus at an affordable cost have failed in Atlantic Canada and elsewhere until the present day. The carrageenan industry was headed for stagnation unless farm raw materials could be obtained. So major carrageenan processors commenced diligent farm development efforts starting in the mid-1960s. By the late 1970s, farmed euchumatoid seaweeds became a significant raw material source for the carrageenan industry. A driving force was Orda, with a small office at the Goodwood Park Hotel in Singapore. Orda was a collaboration of American, Danish, and French companies. Through the 1970s, these three companies dominated the carrageenan business with upwards of 90% of global market. Commercial farming of euchumatoid seaweeds commenced in 1974 in Tawi-Tawi province of the Philippines, but Indonesia attained leadership in global tropical seaweed production by the mid-2000s. Tropical red seaweed farm development was funded and driven by entrepreneurial value chain players. Market system providers and governance enforcers got active only after seaweed farming and value chains were already well established. By 2025, we're moving beyond seaweed monocropping to holistic coastal area management that applies enterprise ecology. Restore tropical seashores one enterprise at a time with enterprise ecology. Thanks for watching.